I've joined Weight Watchers, and you're probably thinking, why Weight Watchers? Well, as many of you know, if you've been following my blog and my YouTube channel and my posts on Freedable, I was diagnosed with celiac disease in 2002. And at the time of my diagnosis, I had been suffering for years from malabsorption. So I was very, very thin, always underweight. And now I've reached a point in my life where the scales have completely turned. I've gained weight, and doctors are telling me that I'm well nourished, which is their polite way of saying that I'm overweight. And that's a very big twist for me. As many people know, that most celiacs who were diagnosed early on, they had a very difficult problem, especially people like me who were diagnosed in the early 2000s. The mainstream manufacturers were not making gluten-free products, so to go to a gluten-free diet meant shifting to a whole group of manufacturers that we didn't know about. And it was a big challenge for me back then to gain weight. Surprise, that's not the story anymore. I've actually come to a point where I've gained 30 pounds more than what I need to. And although it's not showing right now, it may start to show, but additionally, no one should be over the doctor's projection for them, and at least not 30 pounds over, because you can encounter other problems. Diabetes, high cholesterol, there's a lot of problems that you will encounter. So you're asking why Weight Watchers? Well, this is a very typical question that I've been getting since I made the announcement about joining Weight Watchers. First of all, in addition to having to lose weight, I sort of need a structured diet plan. This is something that I don't think that I'm going to be able to manage on my own, and I also feel that there are a lot of things that are working against me. I commute for about a little bit over an hour each way to and from work. I have family. I have a hectic work schedule, so I don't consistently eat lunch or have a consistent time to take breaks during the day to eat food. So those type of things are a little bit up in the air for me. What also works against me is that I have celiac disease. So even if I don't bring lunch, I can't just go out and eat anywhere. That's another problem. And that's what also led me to select Weight Watchers. There are a lot of other diet plans out there. There's Atkins, there's Nutrisystem, there's millions others. But those diets basically have food plans that you buy from the manufacturer, and naturally haven't embraced the gluten-free market yet. They haven't created meal plans that are for gluten-free people. So essentially, the core essential of those diet plans are going to be off limits to me as a celiac. Yes, Weight Watchers does have its own package plans, but it also teaches you through their point system how to incorporate the food in your daily life into the points. And their point system is incorporated into numerous gluten-free products. If you buy Garden Lights, you will notice that they tell you the Weight Watchers points on their boxes. So, as I said before, I'm really busy. I don't have the time to go to weigh-ins at meetings all the time. I can't do that. So I decided to join online. Another problem for me is that I have a couple of injuries which prevent me from exercising. So the majority of my points, or my bonus points, or my exercise plan is basically going to be from walking. And 90% of the walking, because I bought a pedometer, a step counter, I notice is from the walking that I do in the office where I work. And on a daily basis, I do anywhere between 10 and 16,000 steps in the office where I work. So that's where my exercise points are going to come from. When I joined online, they gave me a couple of things that are beneficial to starting the Weight Watchers plan. The first couple of things are these little measurement bowls. They tell you how to measure out food and things. You can't see it here, but these bowls have measurement numbers on them. So This one here is half a cup, and each of them have they're different sizes, and they each tell you how much your food is in your portion, and naturally that's related to the point structure. So I thought that was a cute little nifty thing. And there are 4 different sizes here. This is the larger one, and then this measurer has 3 of them in here. Another thing that they gave out was this cute little chopping board, which is going to be very helpful. And here's a Weight Watchers shopping tote. And there are 2 other very essential things. This is the Weight Watchers points guide, so you can look up food and different products, and you can find out how many points it is, because everyone's giving a daily amount of points. And then here is a recipe book for them. And I am going to be using this recipe book as well as the online recipes, and I'm going to convert them to gluten-free recipes just to show you how easy it is to convert these recipes and incorporate them into your diet. Why is this important and worth blogging about? Not all people with celiac disease suffer the same symptoms. Celiac disease, as we know, doesn't show or surface at the same time. Some people have it and they're dormant from years. Some people have it on the onstart when they're very young, and doctors just don't know what it is, so it's not diagnosed early. Some people lose a substantial amount of weight. Some people gain weight. So different people are at different points in their diagnosis, and different people display different symptoms. But we do face some of the same symptoms of life that other people have. Stress. There are people who eat comfort foods to cope with different things in their lives. So I think that it's important to share news about everything, especially when you're on a custom eating path, so that you know what's going on. At the end of the video, I'm going to post my stats, meaning how many points I'm entitled to, how many fit points I'm going to get. And I'm also probably going to give you monthly updates on where I am with my journey, report back to you and tell you what pros, what cons, what setbacks I had, and just to give you a little bit of an idea of what it is like to be a celiac and to have to use a diet plan. I don't think that I could, not that I'm eating a ton of food, but I think that because of my limited ability to exercise, like about Weight Watchers, is that plain fruits and vegetables for the most part don't have any points, so you can eat as much vegetables as you like. You can eat a lot of fruit. It also, in their point books, it looks like they have almost every single product that's manufactured in that book, so you know exactly what you're getting, and your points are adjusted to where you are as far as your initial weight and where you need to be, and then you can recalibrate them as you go down. They'll change with you as your physical changes develop. One of the things that will probably be difficult is the holidays are coming up, and whether you're gluten-free, whether you're diabetic, whether you have high blood pressure, whether you're the healthiest person in the world, the holidays just comes with food. There's Thanksgiving, there's Christmas, there's New Year's, followed by Valentine's Day. There's tons of food out there. There's tons of temptation out there. So I'm going to actually be able to give out tips for staying on point and managing your diet during this period. So I look forward to sharing my updates with you. So I hope to keep you posted. Please feel free to post comments. I look forward to receiving them. And until then, happy dieting. And if you're interested, check out WeightWatchersOnline.com. And please note that I'm not being paid or given anything free to join Weight Watchers. This is something that I'm doing on my own. At the end, like I said before, I'll put my specs up for my beginning and starting on this journey. Take care. Bye.